Good morning students. Welcome to distance learning program of AES. Atomic Energy Central School Mysore presents chemistry practicals. Students, today I am going to demonstrate about melting point of an organic substance. Determination of melting point of an organic substance. So, students, what do you mean by organic substance? You have learned in your class 10 about carbon and its compounds, many organic compounds we came across. Okay, so we will take here one of the organic compound and we will be going to record melting point of that organic compound. Okay, so first of all, what do you mean by melting point? Anybody? Yeah, tell me. Yeah, melting point is nothing but it may be defined as the temperature at which solid changes into liquid state. That is termed as a melting point in short form. Okay. So here we are taking some organic compounds. If you see these organic compounds, phenol, melting point is 42, benzoic acid 121, oxalic acid 101, urea 132 degrees Celsius. So these are some organic compounds and their melting point values. Why students we have to measure the melting points? Because melting point is one of the physical quantity. Based on that we can check the purity of the compound. Because for organic chemist, purity is very much important. Suppose you know esterification reaction. What are the reactants? Acetic acid and ethyl alcohol. What is going to form? Ester plus water, that you might be read. Okay, in these reactions, the reactant should be very much pure. Otherwise, what happens? The further steps will not get the expected yield. So, all results will be deviated. That's why purity is very much important. So, if a substance is pure, that substance will have a very sharp melting point. So, here you know about ice. What is melting point of ice at sea level? It is 0 degrees Celsius. Coming to, if you see how melting point values are useful. Here it is very useful physical constant because a pure substance melts at a definite temperature and has a sharp melting point. So to differentiate between impure and pure substances also, these melting point values are very much useful. Next, melting point determination can be used to identify a substance by comparing its melting point with the melting point of known substances, reference values. So like that, these are some applications of melting point values. Next, when you come to our main experiment today, I am taking one of the organic substance. That organic substance I am going to reveal towards end. So that substance melting point is going to be determined. For that, what are the things required? If you see here, this one is a Bunsen burner, this is a beaker, this is thermometer, this is a stand with clamp. Next to this, wire gas, and this is a tripod stand. Next, in this beaker we have taken paraffin wax. Paraffin wax is nothing but one of the byproduct of petroleum, which is made up of carbon. Okay, we know solid wax candles, but here we are taking a liquid wax. You can say that is paraffin wax. Okay, besides that, here we have stirrer. Next, the main important one is here. This you can see. This is a capillary. What do you mean by capillary? Yes. So the thin wall tube is called capillary. So this is about how much? This is about 8 to 10 centimeters long and 1 to 2 mm diameter. Okay. So capillaries are available. Capillaries with both ends are open. Or you can also get capillary with one end is open. This is the capillary with one end is open. Okay. So here what we are going to do? In this capillary, the capillary which is open both sides I am taking here. Now we have to seal one end. One end of this capillary is going to be sealed. Next, With help of other end, I am going to take the substance. The substance means the substance whose melting point is going to be determined. Okay. Then that capillary is going to be attached to this thermometer above the bulb of the thermometer with help of thread, or this can be automatically fixed with help of surface tension of that liquid. Okay. So here, then with help of a Bunsen burner, we are going to heat this liquid paraffin wax. So what happens at a particular temperature, we will be observing a solid substance which is present in this capillary is going to start melting. That temperature we are going to record as T1 degree Celsius, and when the complete substance is melted, that temperature we are going to calculate as T2 degree Celsius. The average of these two taken as melting point of that substance. This is what in brief about this melting point of given organic substance, how it is calculated. Okay. Now coming to, if you see this procedure part, first one is powder the crystalline substance. So here sometimes this is actually the substance which I am going to take in this bottle I have taken. I am going to reveal the name afterwards. Okay. This substance is going to be crushed with the help of mortar and pestle, because this substance we have to take into capillary. We know the capillary this diameter is very less, so if the substance is in crystalline form, it is not going to easily inside. Okay, that's why we have to crush the substance in the form of powder. Okay. Now this substance is taken over this glass, watch glass. Okay. Now here I am taking one of the capillary tube which is open both ends. So if you see, this is a capillary I am showing close to you. You can check, it is opened one end. When I turn this side also it is open. Okay. Close one end by Bunsen burner. Okay. So this capillary is opened two sides. So now I am going to seal one end. So this one end of capillary is closed. Now this is the substance whose melting point to be determined. So I am inserting the substance into this capillary. Okay, you can see here certain amount of substance is reached down. Okay. So now I am going to attach this capillary with the thermometer. So you should attach up to this level only. Should not go below that bulb of the thermometer. So now with the help of this thread I am going to attach. You can see up to here, this is adjusted such that, and by seeing the level of this liquid paraffin wax, we have to adjust this clamp so that this thermometer is not going to touch the bottom of the beaker, or it is not going to touch the walls of the beaker. Now you can see setup is done. Now along this I am going to keep stirrer also. Why stirrer is required? So when you heat this liquid, local heat is going to generate. So to uniform distribution of that local heat, we have to do like this stirring. Okay. Now I will keep these things aside. So now I am going to take the Bunsen burner. Inside this, now the substance is means the paraffin wax is going to take the heat from Bunsen burner. Okay. Now the initial temperature is about 30 degrees Celsius. Okay. So I am going to stir like this. Meanwhile, if I see, this is what packing is done. Next, if you see here, like this, almost similarly we have arranged all these things, set up for determination of melting point of given organic compound. Okay, like this capillary is attached with this thermometer that is immersed up to certain level of that paraffin wax. So now the temperature is increasing. The substance is still in solid state only. Okay. So here we have to take the reading when first crystal of that substance which is taken in capillary starts melting. So still it is in a solid state only. So now it is about 38 degrees Celsius. Slowly temperature is going to rise in the thermometer. So still temperature is increasing. It is about 40 degrees Celsius in thermometer. Still the substance is in solid state only. The substance which is taken in capillary is still in solid state only. You can see solid substance in capillary. Now it is about 97. Now substance started melting. Now the temperature is about 100 degrees Celsius. So you will take out this Bunsen burner. So initially the substance started at 100 degrees Celsius. So now it is going on still. Melting is going on. Now it is completely melted. The reading in thermometer is about 103 degree Celsius. So you can take final reading as 103 degrees Celsius, and initial reading already we recorded as 100 degrees Celsius. 100 degrees Celsius as T1 degrees Celsius. So here we come to observation spot. So we recorded values, initial and final values. Initial as T1 degrees Celsius and final as T2 degrees Celsius. So in this experiment we got T1 degrees Celsius value as 100, whereas T2 degrees Celsius as 103. So what is melting point of this substance? Unknown substance. It is average of those two values. So when you see next slide, here if you see the initial temperature is 100 degrees Celsius and final temperature is 103 degrees Celsius, and the average is coming to be 102 degrees Celsius. So which is this organic substance? I have not revealed the name of this organic substance. Unknown substance. Okay, the value is coming to be 102 degrees Celsius. So let us go to previous slides. There we have mentioned examples of organic substances. Here you see. So that the 102 value is close to which organic substance here? Which organic substance? That is nothing but oxalic acid. Correct, students. So here the substance which I have taken, I am going to show here. This is the substance. You can see the name of this substance. Oxalic acid. oxalic acid. If I say oxalic acid, water molecules also there in this, that is hydrated oxalic acid. So if I say anhydrous oxalic acid, no water molecules. Okay, you know the difference between these two? Good. So like this, we can calculate the melting point, or we can determine the melting point of the given organic substance. So I will be briefing it within 1 minute. So these are the operators. So main thing is that capillary to be sealed one side, then substance is taken inside that capillary, then it should be attached to thermometer above the bulb. Okay, next, that is adjusted such that it should not touch bottom or walls of beaker. Then we should continue heating. So we should concentrate about melting of the substance, solid substance. When it starts melting, record the first temperature, that is T1 degrees Celsius. When it completes the melting, should record the final one. Average of these two is known as a melting point of the substance. Okay, pure substance will have sharp melting point. Okay, next when you go for, so these are important. Precautions are important. When you take care about these precautions to start any experiment, your experiment will be nice. You will be enjoying the readings. Okay. So use dry and powdered sample for the determination of a melting point. So I dried this substance before melting. So we got the almost same readings. So when we get the readings, experimental readings matching with the reference readings, then it is nice. Next, coming to heating should be gradually, and the bath should be stirred regularly to maintain uniform temperature. With the help of stirrer, you should do that one. Next, the bulb of the thermometer and the capillary sticking to it should not touch the side or the bottom of the beaker. Good. Do not use a rubber band for attaching the capillary tube to the thermometer. Here you should not use rubber band. Rubber band being organic substance, it may disturb our experiment. That's why you should not use that one. Next, coming to next slide here. These are the operators. Instead of doing this method, by this method, we can use these operators. Those are available ready-madely. So by inserting substance, we can get the values. Values can be displayed over the screen, or we can see the values. Okay. These are modern operators, you can say. Next, these are some Viva questions. Here are some 10 Viva questions I mentioned over this melting point. You can go through. Next, when you go to how to write the record part. These are the Viva questions continues. Next one is how to write the record. So any equation or figure or calculations or tabular form in case of volumetric titrations are supposed to write on left hand side. You have white page and the ruled one. When you open your record, this first one to be written on left hand side on white page, whereas remaining part of the experiment is supposed to be written on right hand side, that is a ruled page. Okay, so by this I will be concluding this experiment. So we will be meeting in next experiment. Thank you. Have a nice day.